So let us continue further. In the previous video, I explained that there are two strings, one with A, which is of size 0 to m, and one with B, which is of size 0 to n. So in the result, we'll create a matrix which is of size m cross n. And we will travel this string using a pointer I, and we'll travel this string using a pointer j. So since C is two-dimensional matrix, it will be denoted as C of ij, and then it can be generated with A and B as input. There are different possibilities, out of which the first possibility can be there is no content in A and there is no content in B. That is, string A is null and string B is also null, and this will create first element of matrix C, and the length of LCS will be 0 here. This 0 indicates the length of LCS. It means that there is no contents in A and there is no contents in B. Another option is possibility 2, that there exist the contents in string A, but there is no content in string B. String B is blank. In this case also, the result will be 0. And the reverse possibility is string A is blank and string B has some content. This will also create the length of LCS as 0 because there is no comparative string available in both the cases. So the possibility exists, the result will be computed only if A exists and also B exists. And once A and B exists, we will try to find what is the correlation between A of I and B of J. And there are two possibilities that these two may be equal, that is A of I is equal to B of J, and these two may not be equal, that is A of I is not equal to B of J. So looking into these possibilities, we have a simple idea to represent this possibility. Assuming that this is your structure of matrix C, so there are certain rows and certain columns, and we are planning to compute the value for C of ij here. Then we can use three different locations which are around C of ij. First location, which will be denoted as, so if this is row I, the row above I will be called as I minus 1. But the column remains same. So this will be called as C of I minus j. And if we take this cell, then it is the cell which is before this column. The row is same, but column is changed. So this will be called as I comma j minus 1. And if we take this cell, then this is row before and column before, and it will be denoted as I minus 1 and j minus 1. So looking into these three possibilities, there are three different directions also. First direction is upper direction, second direction is side direction, and third direction is diagonal direction from this particular location. So this is up, this is side, and this is diagonal. And looking into these three possibilities, there are two characters which are being compared, that is A of I and what? B of J. And there are two possibilities of this comparison, they are equal or they are not equal. And if they are equal, then logically, when we are writing at I and J, and if they are equal, then we will take help of what is there at diagonal and we'll add 1 to them. So if we'll add 1 to this content. So if diagonal value is 2 and A of I and B of J are equal, then we will write the length as 3 here because already two characters are found same in the previous computation. So once two characters are same and A of I is equal to B of J, the value will be 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So when the characters are same, it means that it is necessary to check what was same at before this position. So at this position in both the strings, if the characters are same, what was same here in these two strings? And if the value of those similar characters is 2, then we can add 1 to this and we'll finish the length as 3. So it is C of ij will be C of I minus 1, comma j minus 1 plus 1. When this will happen? When A of I is equal to B of j. And in this case, if A of I is not equal to B of j, it means that the characters are not same, and if you are writing here, then refer either the upper value or the side value. This value, which is diagonal, will be only referred if the characters are same. So when you are referring these two, you will have to consider the maximum out of these two. So if both the characters are same, then diagonal, and if both the characters are not same, then either take upper or side. And out of upper and side, take the maximum. So when you take the, as I told you, when you take the upper one, you will take I minus 1, and when you take the side one, you will take j minus 1, and out of these two, you will take maximum. So if whatever maximum, you will put it into C of ij, and if both are same, for example, here and here both are 2, we will not take this and we want to write here, then we'll write 2 only. But if this is 1, then the value here will be maximum of these two. So maximum value represents longest common subsequence. In the next video, I will let you know how to calculate or how to run this idea on two strings.